Hi, it's Jerry with I Love RV Life. I've got a fun little project I'm going to be showing you today. It is going to save us a ton of space for both our counters and make it much more convenient to be able to use our large freezer ice maker. And I think you want to stay tuned to this. I think you'll find it interesting. Hi, it's Jerry. We've been traveling now for almost 11 years, and the biggest part of this time we've always had a portable ice maker. Yeah, we started off the first couple years, our refrigerator didn't have an ice maker, so we're always buying that 10-pound bag, and what do you do with the rest of it, right? It never fits in the freezer, and you don't want it to go to waste. And then, you know, every so many days you're having to run out and get another 10-pound bag. Now, when we bought the Montana, that nice GE has an ice maker. Well, we used it the first couple times, and the water that we were drinking, even though we have a filter system, just didn't have good flavor. So we've always used an ice maker, and Joan is a Southern girl and she loves her sweet tea, and she didn't like the ice, you know, where we were staying in certain areas, clouding up or just making the tea taste bad. And we use ice for other things as well. So again, we were using an Igloo, which was a very, very nice, small production ice maker, very convenient to use, didn't take up a whole lot of space. But then we got this freezer that I'm showing you here. Now this thing is a large production unit. It really makes a lot of ice. In about 3 hours we can completely fill up the refrigerator tray, plus we can have a gallon or two freezer bag full of ice that's remaining when we get through, and that'll last us 3 days, sometimes even into the 4th day. But every 3 to 4 days we're making ice again. And here you can see how large this thing is up on our counter space. So we have to take it in and take it out. And let me kind of show you what I have to do to wrestle this thing out. Now it's heavy. It's heavy. So I've got a better solution. So here's what my plans are. If you'll look inside this cabinet, this was made for a washer dryer. So I have electrical connection in there that I can utilize. But what I'm going to be doing is putting in a slide out drawer where I can slide it in and out and not have to wrestle this thing every 3 to 4 days. That's going to make it so much more convenient for us to be able to make ice. It'll be permanently stored there. We can slide it in, make our ice. When we get through, we can slide it right back in. We don't even have to fool with it. And we free up this counter space. So I'm really looking forward to that. So stay tuned. Let's go. I am going to get started. I've got to make some adjustments here on the shelves, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to make that little slide drawer. I think you're going to find this interesting. Since I'm sharing with you modifications to the fifth wheel today, I thought that I would share the best modification that we have done to date inside of our Montana, and that is replacing that old, hard, factory mattress that came with the Montana with a brand new Signature Series mattress by Brooklyn Bedding from RVmattress.com. The mattress for the past 2 years has been extremely comfortable, and the sleep quality is amazing. There's more to it than just that. You get a 120-night sleep trial, you get a 10-year warranty, and you get free shipping. And the selection of the mattress and the installation couldn't be simpler. You go to the website and pick out the mattress that you want for your unique size of your RV, and then it's shipped directly to your door. You bring it inside, take it out of the box, take it out of the plastic. It expands within minutes. No off-gassing, no odor, and that night you can sleep on it and get a great night's sleep going forward. And the good news is Brooklyn Bedding has expanded their product line. They now have released their new Titan mattresses. The Titan Plus is a big, tall mattress with high density foam, strong Titan coils with edge support, motion isolation for extra comfort. Plus, they come in 9 RV sizes. I would like to thank RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for supporting today's video. But I have some great news for you. Starting September the 1st, 2024, when you're ready to pick out your mattress for your RV, go to rvmattress.com/ILoveRVLife and use the code ILoveRVLife. Now here's what's going to happen. If the website has a 25% off sale that is going on, by using the I Love RV Life code, you'll get another 5%, which will give you a total of 30% off. Or if they're doing one of their holiday promotions of 30% off and you use the code I love RV Life, you'll get another additional 5% on top of that. So it's a great offer for you. So thanks again, RV Mattress. We really appreciate you sponsoring the video and this great code for our viewers. This is the space that I was showing you just a minute ago, and you'll see that it's prepped for a washer dryer. Now the only thing that I have to do is this shelf that you're seeing here in the middle. I've got to lower it about 2 to 3 inches to be able to handle both the slides that'll be putting in, and also, you know, this is again down in the bottom. We put heavy cast iron pots and pans and things like that that have a little extra weight to them. I will have to reinforce this. So I won't show you all the deconstruction of this. It's just really simple. This is made to just pop right out, and we'll go ahead and take care of that. Just take a few screws out, move the shelf just a little bit, and it'll be ready to go. And then I'll show you how I reinforce it, and then we'll get started on the little slides. This is going to be a super easy project, and I'm really looking forward. And Joan is really looking forward because she don't like to pick this heavy ice maker up at all. So usually that's my task. Well, I got a lot accomplished last night. I got started late yesterday. Mainly the first thing to do was adjust the shelf. So let me show you where I'm at. You know, there's the unit. You'll see there. You can see how tall it is. You know, here's my arm and elbow. You know, so about hand to elbow is what I'm having to deal with. And then when you come over here, you'll see there's the shelf where I've lowered it. So here we go. You can see what I've done so far. I actually got a lot accomplished last night. Had to lower that, I don't know, 4 inches, I guess it was. And then the other thing that I did is you'll notice up underneath there, oh, that's going to be painted. I know it won't be seen, but still, I'm going to paint it anyway. I will, you see some reinforcement because this unit is very, very heavy. And then right up underneath where you see that unpainted plywood, I will be running just a little small support. And I'll show you that as we finish it up down to the floor. Just, this thing is so heavy, you know, and these things bounce. I just want to make sure that I take care of all that bouncing and we don't end up breaking the shelf. So that'll be great. Well, with all that done, the next thing that we get to do now is go play with the table saw, get this shelf made, and it's my favorite part. So let's head out to the shop. I've headed out to the shop. This is my old Craftsman table saw. Now, I have had this table saw for years and years and years. I couldn't even begin to tell you how old it is. It's been super reliable. You see me making the individual pieces and parts, and I'll show you these as we get a little bit closer to putting this shelf assembly together. So I'm making the sides, I'm making the slides, being very, very careful, very cautious. Again, I've had this table saw for so long. I've made furniture and cabinets, and I've lost touch on how many things that I have made with this table saw. It's been awesome. And now I'm back inside the shop. So you're seeing the individual pieces and parts. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing is using pocket screws. So I am a big proponent of pocket screws, especially when you get into shelf assemblies or cabinets or things like that, that is going to have a lot of stress on it. Now, it's not as much the stress of the slides and so forth, but this unit is very, very heavy. And I don't want it coming apart, so I am going to be doing what they call gluing and screwing. So you see me just using some Elmer's glue here. I found that works very, very good. You can use a wood glue or just plain old white glue. It doesn't matter. And then I'll start with this by you see I've put one slide on already. And this is going to be the actual drawer itself. So I'm getting it all leveled up, and I'm taking a little brad nailer, and I'm just going to pop a couple little brad nails in here just to kind of hold everything straight and square before I put the pocket screws in. So this is the last part of the front and slides. It needs a front on it so that the unit doesn't slide out, and of course you need the sides for the slides to be able to operate. So again, gluing and putting just a couple little brad nails in here. And of course, I've already pre-drilled all the bases for the drawer and for the base where the slides will actually be. So I've already put plenty of pocket screws, holes in there. So here it is. It's a very simple thing. The jig does a great job. You buy the right type of pocket screw. And I'm just filling all those screw holes in now. And there's the drawer. It's already done. But now I'm going to have to take a hole saw and cut a hole in here. And this is for the drain so that we can drain the water out. This is the base. And this is what will actually hold the slides. Again, I've got pocket screws in this. I'm going through the exact same process that I've been going through for the drawer part. And, you know, a little bit of glue. This is just plain 3/4 inch plywood. Put a couple brads in it to hold it in place. Do the other side now. And go ahead and get that squared up and put a couple little brad nails in it. And then I'm going to flip it down as well. And then again, put a couple little pocket screws in here just to give it that extra strength so I don't have to worry about this shaking loose or getting loose over time and over its use. Now, this is one of the more critical things. I have measured, and I've got really good quality slides. Don't buy cheap slides. Spend an extra couple dollars and get good ball bearing slides. And I'm going to mark those and make sure that I keep my position, and just put me a couple screws in here. It doesn't take many to be able to get this done, but I'm going to go ahead and get the screws put in place and get that taken care of. Meek has come down to supervise me doing my audio and the video. You probably heard her in the background. So I'm going to do, you know, side number 1, and then I'm going to flip it over and get side number 2 done. And again, it's very important to make sure you get these exactly the same. So you'll see me slide those up to the side. Make sure that I mark it, so as I slide this out, I don't, I don't lose my square, because if these slides are not exactly the same, that slide will not fit right. It'll be kind of cockeyed. It just never will work well, and you won't be happy. So make sure you get those slides. This part here is probably the absolute one of the most important things that you can do. So a couple more screws, and then we're going to flip this over once we get the last screw in, and we're going to start putting the drawer assembly in. All right, now we've flipped it over. Just a little bit of bracing just to make sure that we keep the drawer nice and level again. Aside from making sure that it's perfectly square, getting everything lined up just so. You see I'm double inspecting, and then I'm using the same thickness of plywood down on the bottom of it just for a temporary brace to keep it in place. And then again, a couple more screws in both sides to hold it in place. I think I put 2 in the front and 2 in the back. I didn't show all of that here in the video. But again, I'm just using the exact screw that would fit in here nice and flush. And again, with these good high quality slides, doing both sides. And then once I get this last screw in, then I should be through. And then I'll test it just to make sure that everything is square. There we go. Let's see how this is going to work. All right, this is looking good. Slides well. All right, let's put a couple screws in it. I'm just going to put 2 for now, because I got to take all this apart and paint it. So we'll just see where we're at. All right, that should be enough for testing. Look at that. Oh, I'm loving it, loving it. Oh, would you look at that? That is going to be so awesome. Is that going to allow me to close? It's going to be pretty close. Look at that. For storage. Awesome. Awesome. Bring it out. Fill it up. Let her work. Look at that. That is going to be incredible. All right. Project's just about to an end. I painted it yesterday. It's all dry. I'm going to go reassemble it. We're going to install it over here. Get this done. I think this is going to be probably one of the simplest projects we've done inside our Montana that's going to have one of the best benefits of not having to wrestle that heavy ice maker, and just make it so convenient. Pull out, make ice, and go forward. Let's get this project done. All right, down to the easy part of the install. So let's go ahead and get this finished. I am looking forward to this, Joan 2. And this is going to be just a little extra insurance. I made these little blocks here. This is so thin, I'm afraid the screws will pull out. I've already put a brace back here, so I'm not worried about that. That's where all the load's going to be. But again, a little insurance doesn't hurt anything. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Wow, that is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Now that was a simple project. It didn't take a whole lot to do it. I probably have maybe, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours in it, and probably, as in most of my cases, probably a third of that was setting everything up and cleaning up when I got through. So it's real simple. And the other interesting thing is I had some spare plywood and I had some 25-pound slides. So my investment in this was zero, at least from this. I did buy it all at some point in time, but it was left over from other projects. Simple thing to do. And I imagine we're not unique in having something like this where you have a washer-dryer connection if you're not using that. Or if you have some other drawer somewhere else that you can route some power to. This would be a great little project. It frees up, you know, a half of our counter space that's here on our kitchen, and then we've got a little spot over here by the stove, and that counter space is kind of, you know, it's precious. There's not a whole lot of it in these RVs, so having gained that, that's nice. And just also getting the noise out. That fan's not too loud, but it's noticeable. So not having that up there running for 3 or 4 hours, however long that we're doing things, is nice to have that as well. So it's there, tucked away, you pull it out, we make ice, we put it back up, boom. And I don't have to pick that heavy thing out. Now again, you can get smaller units that are very, very light. That is a higher production unit. And we love it. We have been using it like crazy, and it's held up very, very well. If you're interested in getting an ice maker like that, I will put the link. I think that comes off of Amazon. I'll put the link in today's show notes in the description of this YouTube video, or you can go out to ilovervlife.com and you can get the links there and see all kinds of other things out there. So again, I like to show these little basic mods. You know, I'm going to do them anyway to make mine and Joan's RV travel and RV life a little simpler. And I think some of these ideas are worth sharing, so I hope that you see some value in them as well. A simple little project, basic tools, a saw, a screwdriver, and that's about all, in a paintbrush and a little bit of paint. That's all you need to be able to do one of these projects. Very, very simple. And a measuring tape, and measure, what is it, measure twice, cut once? I probably did that a lot. All right, well, I hope you liked it. If you have never subscribed to our channel, I noticed the other day looking at our analytics that 75% of the people that watch us never subscribe. It's okay. It's okay if you don't want to subscribe. I appreciate you watching our channel and hope you find value in some of the content, travel and mods and tech tips and those types of things that we do. I appreciate it. But if you think about it, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like these types of projects, hit the thumbs up. Not necessarily for me, but it lets the channel show up a little bit better the way Google ranks these things, and other people who are looking for similar type projects, it'll make it easier for them to find it as well. Well, I thank you. Thanks again for watching. I hope I get to see you in a campground soon, and I do this for one reason. You got it. It's because I love RV life.